So let's go and review the armor of this tank. The armor is really interesting because the lower plate is an auto ricochet angle, which means you can penetrate this with AP, APCR, but only with heat ammunition. Only heat ammunition can overmatch the lower plate of this tank. But even the lower plate is good, but the upper plate is just really weak, around 170 here, 180mm here, and in some parts we have only 72mm overmatchable. The lower plate has got around 200mm, but it's an auto ricochet angle, so it doesn't matter how thin it is or thick because it will just bounce off. We have here a driver's hatch, which is also weak spot with 70 here, 72mm, and 150 here is 150, so the HE shells can penetrate through even in the front. So let's continue with the turret of this tank. The turret of this tank is actually good. Here we have around in the gun mantlet 300 from 345 and 318 14, so the all over value of the gun mantlet is good. Here in the lower side we have a small weak spot, a small line with around 35mm, but this is really small and it's not easy to pan. The other side 315, so the gun mantlet, the tank is actually good. Now the turret of this tank is really good, around 300 from 373 even up to 450. This is really good. And we have a cupola with 171, 73 and 188mm cupola here. Let's switch to heat, and even with 340mm of heat ammunition, the turret will just stand his ground with 400mm of armor protection value. Here is basically just even the gun mantlet doesn't really have a chance. I mean 50, 58 and pan this, but this is really well. Even 500 here the upper side, the armor, the gun mantlet and the turret is good beside the fact of this cupola. So let's go and check the side of this tank. We have here from in the turret from 300, even 450, actually 500, even back to 175, 110 and 90mm here, around 92. In the side we have from the front 226, and from this on the side at the front we have 221, but from this side we have only 63 all the way back here below the track 70mm. So let's switch to heat with 65mm. It's actually not enough 65, but definitely higher penetration, 105 penetration value can pan this easily. Let's go on to the rear side of this tank. Here in the turret 50, here 40 and 40, really weak from the rear side and from the sides. Other side same configuration here, 100, 145, 190 and here 400. The hull is the same from the front. Actually this side is actually weaker. Here we have only 63. Let's switch with HE. Here we have only 63, around 64, below 71, but from the other side here we have around 100, 200. Let's go now and check the tank in a side scraping position. So the tank can side scrape because of the flat shoulder plate, which means everybody will pan you easily with around 196mm of basement. So basically tier 8 tanks can pan you with AP ammunition, and other than that the engine base overmatchable with 28mm of AP ammunition. Let's switch to APCR and HE, not with HE but with AP easily overpan. The side of this tank will be good, but because of the shoulder plate it's just not good. Let's go and check the tank in 12 degree of gun depression. We have here easy penetrable hull, and actually this will stick out even if you go in 12 degree of depression. The driver's hatch will stick out and this will be a weak spot, but other than that there is not much a weak spot. The cupola is visible with a 200mm, but it's small. Let's go actually here to visual to see better. So this is the cupola. I mean you can hit this definitely, but it is small, and the driver's hatch actually is bigger than the main cupola of this tank, so maybe shoot here. Other than that, let's go back to live. Let's switch to heat. There is no visible weak spot other than that, then two of these, but these are smart weak spots. So this tank looks promising, and with this gun impression, it looks just really good and promising. So the conclusion about this tank armor wise is that lower plate is good. This will actually trick the enemy because they think they can pan you. The lower plate should be definitely weak, but it's not. It's an auto ricochet angle, but only with heat you can go through this. So the lower plate is tricky. Actually shoot the upper plate. The lower plate is good, the turret is good, the gun mantlet is good, will stand his ground against heat ammunition, but we have here small cupola here and driver's hatch, which will be visible in 12 degree of gun depression. So the tank, it looks promising, and actually the armor, I would say it is balanced. So not OP, not bad, it is balanced by Wargaming. So thank you guys for watching.